Trenbolone is so powerful. Now, trenbolone is not a derivative of testosterone. When they are making trenbolone, the first molecule is the progesterone hormone. Now, progesterone comes from women. You see? Now, the side effects of anything that comes from women, I'll give you the side effects that women experience. Yeah. So, it's so powerful. If I injected you with trenbolone, a short ester like acetate, 100 mg, every week for 2 weeks, you'll be a different beast in like 10 days. So powerful. As long as you're eating right and hydrating and sleeping right. It's so powerful. Maybe you use trenbolone for the first 6 weeks, no problem. 8 weeks, no problem. You get to the 10th week, now prolactin shoots up. Prolactin tells your dick to like, sex is done, you can now go back to your normal size. So you imagine you having a hormone that is telling your dick to be normal size throughout. Will you ever get an erection? So another thing that trenbolone gives you is paranoia. Paranoia. What are you so scared of? Tell me. What are you so scared of? Are you scared of your wife cheating?
It'll enhance that.
Yeah, are you scared of your parent dying? Are you scared of dying? Are you scared of your son dying? So you start getting those paranoia attacks. Now on to the third steroid. It has the most reels on Instagram.
Trend,
You can already guess it.
Yeah.
Has the most reels. It's the most feared.
Yeah.
I also fear it. for the record. I fear trenbolone. It's the worst steroid anyone can take. But my friend, there's no other good steroid as trenbolone. There's nothing comes close. The only one that comes as close as to like trenbolone, it's Superdrol. Yeah. Superdrol comes close, yeah. Trenbolone is so powerful. Now, trenbolone is not a derivative of testosterone. When they are making trenbolone, the first molecule is the progesterone hormone. Now, progesterone comes from women. You see? Now, the side effects of anything that comes from women, I'll give you the side effects that women experience. Yeah. Trenbolone is the god of all steroids. Trenbolone is also the devil of all steroids. Yeah. So it's so powerful. If I injected you with trenbolone, a short ester like acetate, 100 mg, every week for 2 weeks, you'll be a different beast in like 10 days. Wow. So powerful. As long as you're eating right and hydrating and sleeping right. It's so powerful. Its androgenic capacity is rated at 5. It's 5 times as strong as testosterone. They use testosterone as the base to rate the anabolic ratio of a steroid. It's rated at 5. And even that 5 is not the strongest. There's another unpopular compound. It's called methyl. It's called trestolone. It's like a combination of trenbolone and testosterone. That is the most androgenic compound that has been made. Androgenic and anabolic. Its ratio is 1 to 17,000. You see the amount of muscle testosterone can give you. Now imagine 17,000 times of that.
Who takes that?
The mass monsters.
Okay.
The Olympia stage.
Yeah. The big Grammys of the world.
Yeah. But they underdose it heavily because it's dangerous. Take it, and they don't take it for long. You take it for 2 weeks, you're sterile.
Just before the Olympia and then...
You take it for 2 weeks and drop it. Take it for 2 weeks and drop it. It is cycled in 2 weeks. 2 weeks maximum. So dangerous. That is trestolone. Anyway, back to trenbolone. Best hormone. The nutrition compartmentalization and packaging that trenbolone does, it's out of this world. Nutrition reuptake and nutrition partitioning. Nutrition partitioning means like packaging the nutrition ready for use for specific purposes. Trenbolone, number 1. It's the best. At low doses, trenbolone does not give you dyslipidemia. Dyslipidemia is the dysfunction of the lipids, as I mentioned. Lipid function. Also, at low doses, does not affect your liver. Oh, I forgot to mention, Dianabol affects your liver. It's hepatotoxic.
Okay.
So you have to take ancillaries to protect your liver, like milk thistle, TUDCA, NAC. Yeah. So trenbolone is not liver toxic at low doses, but on 500 milligrams per week. Past that, it's liver toxic. Trenbolone now, the reason why people fear it. Do you want to know why? Or do you want to take a guess?
Why they fear it? You said that it's made from the female. So I imagine it's because of the feminine potential to give you feminine features, maybe? Or
No.
no?
Estrogen is the only one that can give you feminine features.
I don't know why.
So, Trenbolone is a 19-NOR compound, 19-NOR, similar like decadurabolin, or Trenbolone, or the three of them, and I think trestolone or methyl tren or something. Yeah. So, the problem with anytime, let me give you something off the hook. Anytime you're having sex, had your sex, ejaculated. Do you know the hormone that is produced to instruct your dick that this guy has had his satisfaction, he has had his dopamine reuptake, he feels good now, his dick needs to now relax. It's called prolactin.
Okay.
Prolactin is very common in women who have given birth.
Yeah, lactation.
For lactation. Now, Trenbolone, decadurabolin, and sometimes anadrol, they tend to push prolactin upwards. So imagine you have a hormone. For women, it tells them to give off milk. So you have a hormone that it is released every time your dick after sex. Now it's throughout, it's high throughout. Maybe you use Trenbolone for the first 6 weeks, no problem. 8 weeks, no problem. You get to the 10th week, now prolactin shoots up. Prolactin tells your dick to, like, sex is done, you can now go back to your normal size. So you imagine you having a hormone that is telling your dick to be normal size throughout. Will you ever get an erection?
So now this is the one that this is the one people reference when they talk about steroids as a whole. This is where it comes from.
It's called the Trendic. Trendic, and we have Decadic. Basically, those are steroids that raise the level of prolactin in the body. And you do not want your prolactin to be high, bro. Anytime your prolactin goes high, your thyroid hormone is below it. It also trashes your appetite. So when using Trenbolone, especially on high doses and even low doses of short esters, you experience that effect of prolactin. The easiest way to know you have prolactin, remember, it makes women lactate. So if you have prolactin, on your nipple, once you press it, it comes off a brown liquid that if you touch it and smell it, smells so bad, tastes so bad.
Wow.
That's how you know you have high levels of prolactin. But by the time it gets to there, it has already trashed your sex life. Yes. Because every time it's telling your dick, this guy has just had sex, you can relax. Even when you're not even thinking about having sex. So when you use Trenbolone the first 6 to 8 weeks, you are the man with the highest libido on earth. You can have sex 7 times every day. Yeah. But 10 weeks down the line, 12 weeks, 20 weeks, you will be struggling a lot. The issues to do with prolactin. Another thing that Trenbolone gives you is paranoia. Paranoia. What are you so scared of? Tell me. What are you so scared of? Are you scared of your wife cheating?
It'll enhance that.
Yeah, are you scared of your parent dying? Are you scared of dying? Are you scared of your son dying? So you start getting those paranoia attacks. So it's your 10th week, it has literally messed up your sleep. You're now awake at night thinking, I think my wife yesterday slept with another man. The problem with now Trenbolone gives you the evidence. It will tell you her routine is normally A, B, C, D. But there was a time she went A, B, 1, 2, 3, C, D. So where were you? If you are a man who was not looking at you're snooping on your wife's phone, you'll find yourself starting snooping. This woman must be cheating. You know your woman very well. She's loyal to you. She doesn't. She's not like that. But Trenbolone, once Trenbolone gives you insomnia, it will also come with evidence that she was out there.
Is this where you had that, you talked about this in, I think the first time we had you here, your heartbeat was in the corner of the room.
Yeah. I have experienced all side effects of trenbolone, and I fear it, but I love it for the first 8 weeks. But after that, I am usually so cautious. Yeah. Remember, anytime your prolactin is high, dopamine reuptake in your body goes so low, so you don't get that satisfaction. So it affects your moods also. And the problem is, trenbolone crosses the blood-brain barrier. And even every time you inject trenbolone, like a short ester like trenbolone acetate, it will give you a cough because even in your lungs, it has crossed deep down into your alveoli. Wow. And the trenbolone chemical is allergic. It's like anybody can be allergic to it. Gives you a cough. And my friend, you can gasp for air for like 3 to 5 minutes.
What?
And your body temperatures go up because you are allergic to it, but now it has crossed the blood alveoli barrier in your lungs. You're not coughing for your life. So it's called the tren cough.
So this is a bit of a side question, but yani one day Anto was sitting in his room reading all these things and you're like, twende.
Bro, risk,
Reward.
opportunity, take it as high as you can. Yeah. So I don't like trenbolone, but the problem is there's no other steroid out there that can come close.
What it does.
Okay, but Superdrol can come close. Like I was taking Superdrol there like a week ago. I was doing my post-cycle therapy. I was doing therapy. Now I've gone off steroids and now I'm recovering. I took Superdrol out. Bro, before even a week, last week I was so jacked. This week I went to the gym on Monday and my buddy Frederick was telling me, toka hapa wewe unakaa mdogo. You take a steroid out, a week later you start looking small.
Shrinking.
Because those steroids, they raise the rate at which your body retains glycogen. More glycogen, more water. So your muscles look like buff, vascular and everything. And you know, I'm always lean. So muscles push through my skin easily. Yeah. So, trenbolone is like the god of all steroids.
You know, I just thought about something that I at some point I was hearing a lot about it. Then I stopped hearing about it. But it was the anabolic of the moment, like tren. But it was SARMs.
Yeah, SARMs is short for selective androgenic modulators.
Is that just honorable mention? Tell us a bit about SARMs, because I saw it for a while.
Okay, yeah. So SARMs, to me, SARMs were made for cowards. Okay. People who want the benefits of androgenic steroids without experiencing the androgenic side effects. SARMs, selective androgenic receptor modulator. They modulate steroid receptors selectively. Like they most SARMs are based on hormones, usually in your body, like the hunger hormone, the growth hormone. Most SARMs are based off of those hormones, not directly steroids. Yeah. Okay. Any derivative of testosterone will be told these are steroid, these are derivative of testosterone. Anava, Winstrol, Danabol, halotestin, Trestolone, all of those. Yeah. You'll be told those are derivative of testosterone. Now, you'll never hear a SARM that is a derivative of a steroid. You see? Well, the thing is, they are derivatives of testosterone that do not give you the androgenic side effects. Like Dianabol, it does not is not 5-alpha reduced into DHT because it's a DHT already. Anava doesn't give you like a bald head. Yeah. So if I did not, maybe you had the gene for being bald and I did not want you to like upate kipara haraka, I will tell you to use Nandrolone Deca and Anava. Yeah. And Anava and maybe something like and one dry, one good dry is like Masterone is a DHT, Proviron is a DHT direct. Those are the ones that hit your genetics for the androgenic side direct.
So these SARMs, they give you the same effect.
They give you the same. They give, but you need to understand one thing. SARMs are here, steroids are here.
Okay.
SARMs do not make mass monsters.
Okay.
But if I gave you SARMs today, you're natural. Gave you SARMs in good dosages. SARMs like LGD43 and S23 and S24 and RAD 140 or RAD 150. They will still make you so. They are anabolic. I will not lie. They will give you a good muscle, a lean muscle. But SARMs are limited. They don't make mass monsters.
Okay.
Yeah, so SARMs are basically for those people who want the anabolic effects without the androgenic effects. Androgenic meaning they will not get a bald head. If it's women, they will not virilize. Virilization is conversion like of a woman to a man. Whatever transgenders do, it's virilization. They give them the male hormones. After the male hormones, they give them the male characteristics. That is what virilization is. Yeah. Do you see those women who compete at the world, the Mr. Olympia stage? Those are not women. Those are men.
Yeah.
Those women are more men than we are.
Then I'll tell you, the voices. It's like.
Do you even go check their Instagram profiles?
Yeah.
You'll never find them in their videos speaking because they are as whores and they even have bars. Yeah. Probably more than I do.
They sound like they've been smoking cigarettes since birth.
Yeah. Some of them like. Rane, there's a woman who's called Rane. She was a bodybuilder, very common in the 2000s. There was a time I saw a video of her Instagram profile. I'll send you the link so that you can pull it. She's posing without a bra. You can't tell whether it's a man or a woman.
What?
If you see her today, she looks like those guys in a Kai Green. If a woman uses male hormones, she becomes a male. If she does not have money to do implants and all those things like Botox for the lips, also for the forehead. You see, the forehead of a man and a woman, they have a different. Between your brows and your hairline. The way the forehead of a man curves and everything, it's very different. And if there's a woman out there who has a forehead that curves like a man, those women tend to be more masculine than feminine. Yeah. So, there's Natalie Amazonka. She's a Rich Piana's protege.
Okay.
That woman is more muscular, more manly than me. By far. Let me tell you one thing. Let me give you a side note. So you are a man, the hormones that supports your genitals, the gonadism, being a man and everything. If a woman takes it, she also starts growing male parts. The clitoris. You'll find those women have like 4-inch clitoris.
What?
4 inches. Yeah. 4 inches to the least, bro. That's a whole dick. They're the equivalent of a woman of the inner lips of a vagina. Is it labia majora or minora? Forgetting. It's the equivalent to a man is the scrotum. When we are taking steroids, because the balls tend to go offline, because they're no longer needed, like you're injecting lots of testosterone. So why should the balls be working? They take a break. So the muscle that holds that scrotum together now relaxes. The muscle that holds it outside so that it can produce sperms at 34 degrees, because it's no longer producing sperms at the rate at which it was producing before. It relaxes. So you have a loosely hanging scrotum with very small balls. It's called testicular atrophy. It's one of the side effects of like all steroids. And that's why we do intracycle therapy, post-cycle therapy to mitigate that side effect. So now a woman is taking that hormone. So the muscles that hold her labia intact, they start becoming loose. And now the labia starts lengthening because it feels like it's a man now. She has a penis. It's a very big clitoris. And the inner lips of her vagina, they start lengthening and they become long. You see? And they start feeling now like a man. Of course, they get the androgenic effects like the hoarse voice. Yeah. Some of them end up shaving beards. You look at the jawbone of those women. Hey, it's the back room. Defined. That's a man. Yeah. Look at their foreheads. Yeah. Ding, that's a man. Yeah. So you take male hormones, you're a woman. You become a man. Period. If you're a woman and you want to use steroids, you have to use steroids that do not aromatize. And there are only 2 steroids that are known to close to zero aromatization, Anava and Primobolan. So that will be the recipe for any woman who wants to achieve a certain physique, be muscular, while retaining the feminine physique. Any other steroid, it will begin giving you the male characteristics. And now the problem is, we even have women here in Kenya. You look at their face, look at their shoulders and their chests. Of course, those who compete. You look at them and you start saying like, you smell testosterone. A woman should not be having those broad shoulders and shoulders that pop. The 3D, the 3D, yes. No woman should be having that. If you're a woman, you're a competitive bodybuilder, you're taking male hormones, just do your thing. I don't care. Anyway.
I think today we've really covered a lot. I think at this point, anybody who is looking to bodybuilding has some, and then this is free. So this literally, you can make your decision from here whether you want to go in this direction or not.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I was not even planning. I've never planned to go down this road, and now I'm even more sure that I do not want to go down this road. And now I have actual evidence why I do not want to go down this road.
Yeah, I'm presenting it as it is. Yeah, no lies.
It's very helpful. And I think I also hope, again, speaking for the layman, I hope that this gives them a clearer picture of why you walking into a gym to lift some weights or drinking some whey protein, you're not even in this conversation to begin with. You are never in this conversation.
You are never.
You're nowhere near this conversation. So lift your weights, eat your food, and sleep. Like just don't even worry yourself with all these things, because I think that's where a lot of people get this whole thing confused. They conflate the competitive side with the day-to-day side, which are two totally different worlds.
2 worlds.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if you're a bodybuilder out there, you're doing this for looking good, having a better life quality, I would urge you, as my friend has told you, stick to your meat, stick to your eggs, do your workout, and go to sleep. There's no whey protein that will get you to the level that you see bodybuilders on stage. Ever. That one I tell you straight to your face. Ever. Nothing will ever get you close to that. Yeah. The things we do behind the scenes in our bedrooms is what has gotten us here. And let me tell you one thing. If you have a trainer in the gym, let me give you something. If you have a trainer in the gym, he's Evelyn, he's muscular, lifting heavy weights, does very quick transformations, especially 3-month transformations from time to time, in a way that he has been training, giving you the same regimen, same diet, and you have never achieved what he has, nearly what he has achieved. Stop protecting them, saying they are all natural. They are all what? No. Those guys, they are not natural. They are using steroids. They are using stimulants. They are using things that make them make those changes very quick and precisely. So just stay in your lane. They will stay in their lane. If you want to join them in their lane, maybe they'll give you the information. Well packaged, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. Anyone out there using anabolic steroids, use them consciously. By consciously, I mean always listen to your body. If it's a small headache, make sure you have the right mitigation protocol. Probably aspirin, and if probably you took your telmisartan the right way correctly, you'll not have gotten to a point where you're feeling a headache. Also, do your blood work as many times as possible, at least maybe 3 times a year. Do your blood work before any cycle. Also, do intra-cycle therapies. Stop this bullshit post-cycle therapies. Post-cycle therapy is good, but if you had killed your balls like 4 months using trenbolone, when you come off trenbolone, 2 weeks after you come off trenbolone, you even feel depressive effects, withdrawal effects. So, you need more time for the compound to leave your body, and even more time to do your post-cycle therapy. So know how much compound you have been using. the amount of steroids you have been using. Anytime I'm making recommendations, I always write you're going to use 5.2 grams. That is 5,200 milligrams. These 5,200 milligrams, by the time you're taking the last injection, it will take like this 2 to 3 weeks to go levels in which your body will not be consciously noticing its availability and adapting to what it gives. So after the last injection, know after how many weeks do I begin performing my post-cycle protocol. Yes. Also, before you begin a steroid cycle, always have those ancillaries with you. I will mention but a few. The first ancillary that I normally don't miss in my cabinet is letrozole. Letrozole controls your estrogen levels. The second ancillary that I normally don't miss, I take every day, telmisartan. It's an ARB blocker. Blocks the conversion of angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2. So it affects the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. That is the system that contributes to the water retention. So if it is not retaining water, you're not having a high blood pressure. So you avoid head rash, headaches, unnecessary side effects of high blood pressure. Another ancillary is metformin. Steroids tend to raise blood sugar when you take it. So always have a protocol to lower your blood sugar. Another ancillary is ezetimibe. It's a drug that is used to, it's not a statin. Statins are used to, like, unaambiwa ukipatikana kwa cholesterol mingi, high cholesterol, give you statins to lower the cholesterol. Statins are not so good. So take an ezetimibe. It's a class of drugs. I've forgotten the class of drugs, the name. Its mode of action is different, but it puts your lipid profile in a good position so that you avoid issues to do with the affecting the kidneys, the central nervous system, and having probably a heart attack or a stroke. Yes. The last ancillary I normally don't miss in my stack is a blood thinner like aspirin. You always have with it. Always have ukwe nayo kwa gym, in your gym bag at home. Have like 3 tablets each. So that if you feel a head rush, you take it. Also, not very popular, not encouraging people to do it. I take sildenafil as a pre-workout. Sildenafil, it's Viagra.
Why are you taking this before your workout?
Viagra was originally made
for high blood pressure.
Yeah, its brand name is Cialis. Sildenafil, tadalafil, same chemicals, but they are generics. So I don't want to have high blood pressure when I'm squatting. I'm hitting like 20 reps. 3 sets of 20 reps, then another one 15 reps, 18 reps. Definitely that things makes your heart You see? So I avoid caffeine. I avoid caffeine a lot. And I don't want my heart beating every time. Because another thing that kills bodybuilders, which I forgot, is called left ventricular heart. It's like the cardiac muscle. The heart is also a muscle at work. So it contracts and relaxes. So same with your bicep, it can grow. Once it grows, it reduces the volume that the left ventricle holds. So more blood coming into the heart, a small amount leaving. You can see the lag that is being created in the heart. You live like that for 4 or 5 years, dead and gone. That's why you see bodybuilders, they just sleep and not wake up. Yeah. Especially those middle-aged ones. Those are like 45 and above. Yeah. Left ventricular heart. Something people need to watch out. Left ventricular heart and high blood pressure. That's what kills. People need to watch out. Telmisartan will help reduce that, the tendency of getting telmisartan 80 mg every day. Remember, I'm not a doctor. It mitigates that left ventricular heart. Letrozole, an aromatase inhibitor, binds with the aromatase enzyme, so there is no aromasin in your body to convert testosterone to estrogen. Well, at some point, it binds with it, roams with it for like 3 days. Once the half-life is over, it starts releasing it. So letrozole, you have to keep taking it like every other day or every 2 days. Yeah. So once it reduces its level in the blood, then you add it. Anti-estrogen. Metformin, of course, you take every day. Metformin is a drug used by diabetics to lower blood sugar. I abuse it. I take 1,000 milligrams every day. But I use it as a fat burner. I'm not diabetic. I will not say I'm pre-diabetic. Like my dad was at some point in his life diagnosed with diabetic. But I cannot say I am pre-diabetic. What is that? I changed my lifestyle. I'm always telling my parents, uskule ugali, uskule ingano, no? Brown wheat, I don't know, brown chapatis. Brown chapatis, just the color. Still wheat, still trashing your body. I'm telling them to take foods that are starchy, so they cannot have high availability of sugar throughout the day in their blood. So, people who take ugali, like, you can get even skinny guys, but they're diabetic. Being diabetes means you have insulin resistance because you have been spiking it so much. Yeah, you can get people even in Kakamega, Luya, everywhere. They're diabetic. Diabetes is a pandemic at the moment. It's killing people because they have been staying in a state of spiking their insulin up. Yeah. Like every time they eat, they need more insulin to take the blood sugar that they just put in the blood to the muscles. Yeah. So if you live like that for long, you become diabetic. Now, your body becomes insensitive to insulin. So metformin makes your body sensitive to insulin. It also tells your liver, don't metabolize this starch into so many glucose. Once the little one that you have metabolized to glucose is now in your intestines to be absorbed, metformin runs till the intestines don't absorb that glucose, only absorb maybe 70% of it. So it is mitigating conversion of starch into glucose at very many levels. Also, the little that you absorb now, it's in your blood, it's now makes your insulin sensitive towards the muscle more than the adipose. So you will not store that glycogen as fat. You store it as sugar in your muscle, and if you're muscular, you will use it later for maybe to do your physical workout. Yeah. So that's how I protect my body. Viagra. It lowers my blood pressure, basically. Via them. Its mode of action is I think it's a calcium blocker on the arteries, because your arteries are always pushing blood. You know, people think that the heart is the one that pumps blood. The action of pumping blood throughout your body is a collective action of the heart. The heart is majorly a valve. It's a valve that has an attenuation center, a cardiac muscle that adds pressure to the blood. And then it is redirected to different parts, stomach, lungs, everywhere, the brain. Your heart is a valve. You see? You need arteries because arteries have muscles. They have a muscle. Veins do not have a muscle. Veins, yeah. So arteries, the same way your esophagus pushes food through to the stomach, the arteries do the same to the blood. They like open up, receive blood, nafinya, inaenda. Open up, receive more blood. So arteries also have a pumping action. You see? The pumping action does not originate from the heart. Arteries themselves, they have that action of pumping blood. Do you know even your lungs pump blood in your body?
Oh, yeah?
Every time you breathe in, breathe out. Yeah. So the action of pumping blood throughout your body is a collective action of the heart, arteries, and the lungs.
The lungs, cardio.
Yes.
Yeah.
The cardiovascular system. Yeah. Now, that action of the arteries constricting, it makes it to be a little bit, they ease up. They dilate, vasodilation. So blood moves through your arteries with less pressure. Yeah. So it's one way of taking care of your blood, of your heart and kidneys. The good thing on the side. This is a side effect of Viagra. Erections are a side effect of Viagra. Viagra was not meant to be used as a drug to induce erections. Yeah. So they say Viagra heals erectile dysfunction. No, my friend. Anytime you eat Viagra, you'll get your erections, but that is when you put your thought into it. I take Viagra like 1 hour before my workout. Till then I feel. Bro, okay, there's that because the blood vessels are relaxed, I'll feel a little bit nitasikia discomfort kidogo. Like today I was doing the rack pulls, and I was feeling like I'm not having an erection, but my balls and my penis are all over. I have to put my legs apart so that I can give way to them. It will give you that effect. Okay, if you look at women in the gym and you objectify them, now you'll still getting an erection. You start getting an erection in the gym. Yeah. Sometimes we are at the basement with my wife and we are like, we've reached the gym, just dropped our son to school. small kiss. Now I have to walk with my bag hiding an erection. That's the problem with it. That's the beauty of it, not the problem. So the erections are just but a side effect. So when they noticed that sildenafil was giving people erections, Cialis, they decided now you're going to market it in that direction, because where there is erection, there is money.
Well, the sex sells always.
And wherever there is an erection, there is also death. Viagra has killed many. It has claimed even the life of a whole cabinet minister, Kilonzo. Who was he? So if you are hypertensive, don't take, and you're hypertensive and you are on other drugs, don't take Viagra. Yeah. If you're hypertensive, you have been taking other drugs, and you are planning to have a good weekend with a girl somewhere, take a break from the other drugs. And now if you want to take your Viagra, just microdose it. Yeah. Microdose it. I
know. It's one thing. A side note. It's so impressive how much you have in your storage in terms of terminology and just like all the small things you have to remember. The details. It's like, I mean, from medicines to like hormones.
It's a whole therapy. It's a whole pharmacology thing. I have a friend doctor at the gym. A short doctor. He wears glasses. Funny enough, he knows my name, but I'll be honest with you. I call him Doc, but he's okay with it. So Doc, there was a time he followed me to the basement of the hub. Bianto, I have observed you. I was preparing for the 2021 Mr. 001 competition. I've observed you for the last 2 months. Your waist has reduced. You have become so lean. And you have become small but very lean. So, nini hii yenye wewe unafanya? I come to the gym 4 days a week, 5 days a week. I work out. I'm so conscious with my diet. Nasikati, what are you doing? I told him, we are the escalator going downwards. Come here, Doc, I'm just eating right and on a calorie deficit and everything. Apana, Anto. I'm also on a calorie deficit. Stop lying to me. That day he was so adamant. We were not even that close, but that day we became close. So when we reached at the basement where the guards stand, now I told him, Doc, na umenifuata hadi huku na sitakatalia siri. I take clenbuterol and metformin. So najua hizi dawa umefunzwa how to take care of patients with them, and even clenbuterol is banned even in hospitals. You can't get it. Yeah, clenbuterol is a very good stimulant for fat burning. It's a beta 3 agonist. Yeah, beta 3 adipose tissue, those. So kamwambia, I use clenbuterol as a fat burner. I also use metformin. But metformin ni dawa ya watu wa diabetes. Why are you using it? Are you diabetic? I mean, no, daktari, no. Metformin to me is a fat burner. But it's single-handedly, it cannot burn fat. But combined with other stimulants, correct dosages, correct timing, I burn fat. Lots of it. So he was like, he got into deep thought. You see those guys who wear glasses and they're geeks.
He's doing the math.
The math was not mathing. So he's a doctor. I'm explaining to him how I use these drugs. Do you know, funny enough, he got so interested in whatever I do. These days, we speak the same language. He went into research. He's a doctor. He has the pharmacological background already. But now he was looking at drugs this way. So bodybuilders do not look at drugs this way. We go the other way. We speak the same language. He's so interested in anabolics. He's always so happy to engage me. He always tells me, Anto, can you pursue a course in pharmacology? Maybe you can get to practice someday. I tell him, okay, it will be good, but I'm old now. I can't just pursue anything. But the thing is, doctors, they are always learning. Those guys are so geeky, by the way. You'll find a 70-year-old doctor still going to school to chase more papers and also hats off to them. I respect them. So there's no need of studying everything about pharmacology, like medicine for typhoid and everything. I'm not interested in that typhoid or that cough or that pneumonia. I'm interested in how anabolic steroids work. And if I can find a way to be allowed to practice, my friend,
I think you'll be
I will make money. I'll make lots of money. So I have a lot of knowledge, purely research, delving into research and detail and everything. And it's the world of anabolics and enhancement. I was holding a space the other day. I told people, if there is a good decision that I made in life that has made me whom I am and given me the traction that I have so far, the following, the believability and everything, it's hopping on male hormones. Male hormones are so powerful. They are so potent. I can use male hormones to overthrow a government. That's how powerful they are. Male hormones are so potent. Let me tell you, bro. I have used like close to 12 or so male hormones. They all have different adaptations and everything. And once you put a male hormone in your body, bro, you just want to go and take on the world and be like out there, so confident, so you're so thoughtful, you become happy. Testosterone is a real good hormone. I said the other day in a space, testosterone can single-handedly cure depression. Go get a depressed person, change their environment, of course, epigenetics. Give them now some good hormones. Their genetics will do the rest. They'll take them out of that pit.
And that now touches on another topic, which will.
I will be back here. I will be back. I think I should be back for a few episodes so that I know people enjoy listening to my content.
Yeah.
Of course.
By the way, shout out to all the people who have come to this podcast courtesy of Anto's.
My followers. Thank you.
Especially over there on Twitter. I know he's held a lot of discussion there. That's where a lot of people interact with you and you talk about a lot of these issues surrounding health, fitness, performance enhancement. It's been a very interesting experience to see that your message is resonating with a lot of young men, especially out there, because actually when you look at the people who've been subscribing, it's a lot of men, young men. Even for the normal guy who doesn't want to compete, there's something here for you, because the things we're talking about are things that you should care about.
For sure.
You should care about, how is my testosterone? Even if you're not going to test it, do the things that are necessary to maintain a healthy level of testosterone or increase it.
Yes.
The sleep, the lifting weights, the healthy lifestyle, all the things that we promote here at the Shujaa Fitcast. So we'll continue this discussion, hopefully touching more on now how we can move forward as we're growing older as men with the testosterone and the hormonal side of things, because Anto will come back and we'll delve deeper into another topic. But asante sana for today. I think we can cap this one here. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for that good information. Let people know your Twitter handles just to remind them for anyone who might be listening for the first time. Quick reminder. I am Anto_Gashau on Twitter. On Instagram, I am Gashau_Njoroge. And the last time we were here, we came with Richard. He said he's a personal trainer. Now, I have also ventured into that personal fitness coach. I coach you, and part of my services, of course, is being a personal trainer. But I do not call myself a personal trainer. I call myself a coach, because with my knowledge, you will get benefits inside and outside the gym. So I'm into that business. If you are in any gym along Gong Road, you want me to be a personal fitness coach, just ask for my rate card. I'll push it to you and we can get to business. Nice. Asante sana. Until the next episode of the Shujaa Fitcast, look out for more conversations. Like, share, subscribe, listen, rate. Do everything you can in your power to support the show. Leave comments as well. I hope this starts a good, healthy discussion as well for anybody who's found value in this. If you have questions, further questions that you have, put them in the comments. Let us know what we can expound further on in the future as well. If there's any other topics that you think we can add on to this larger discussion of fitness and health, let us know. But thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Kanyeki Kamawe again, Anthony Njoroge. This is the Shujaa Fitcast. Thank you very much. See you on the next one. Hey. Thank you for listening to the Shujaa Fitcast. For more information and business inquiries, email us at shujaafitnesswarrior@gmail.com. Follow us on social media at Shujaa_Fitness on Instagram, at Shujaa Fitness on Facebook and TikTok, and subscribe to our channel at Shujaa Fitness on YouTube. For audio versions of this podcast, check us out on Spotify, Boomplay, and Apple Podcasts. This show was recorded and produced at the Represented Studio in Nairobi, Kenya. Special thanks to Lucid for the background music.